Hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back for some more Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. In the last episode, we defeated the boss of the area, the Guardian, or I think it was like the Destroyer of Sands or something like that. And in this episode, I have found a golden globe. So we are going to be doing everything in our power to defeat this golden globe. Okay, let's freaking go! Okay. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to sap the defense of the golden globe. I don't know if these things can run away, but I really don't want to know if they do. So I am going to take every single precaution possible to prevent it from leaving. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me see. I guess I'll defend. And go ahead and use Persecutor. Eric?
How do you like this?
Awesome, 176 damage. That is a lot. I need to heal up Eric soon. Yeah, that thing is almost dead. Go ahead and attack that golden globe. There we go. It's down for the count. Finally. Okay. But yeah, you can definitely find some metal slimes and golden globes from just fighting them. And you'll get a lot of experience from it. So, okay. Awesome. We get the gold ore. And we take that back to the man. Oh, the golden globule. That's what we're looking for. But that's also really good that we got the golden ore, or the gold ore from that golden globe. A lot of golden being said today. But yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to show. It didn't really take that long. I literally just logged on to Dragon Quest maybe like 3 minutes ago. And then I just ran into like maybe 3 more Cactiballs, and then I just ran into it. So it doesn't take that long. It just, you know, it's a lot of just running into the same enemy over and over again. You will definitely find metal slimes. And here's hoping that you all are able to take them out as well for a lot of experience. But yeah, with that, we are going back to Gallopolis. Hello, Chimera. I've never fought you right now in this playthrough. And I don't think we will unless we accidentally run into one. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. For a moment, I thought that was a taco, but it's a red flower. Red 40. Yeah, reading red books. Yeah, basically telling you, yeah, sometimes you'll find recipes in the for the fun-sized forge. So yes, even the game is telling you, please read the books, please. I believe there is maybe 1, maybe 2 chests that I haven't found yet. I know where one is, I just don't entirely know how to get it. Or maybe I do know, I'm not sure.
My fellow Gallopolitans!
Paris, your prince, my son, our hero, has vanquished the
Slayer of the Sands, that's what it is. Excuse me while I munch on a bunch of chips while this cutscene's going on. I am a little hungry.
The future of our kingdom is surely safe in the hands of one so gallant and chivalrous as he. Now come, heroic conqueror, address your people.
Beloved Gallopolitans, yes, I captured the beast, but I did not act alone. For it was your
My bad, I
love,
muted
your
my mic because I
adoration
was
that gave me
munching
the
and
strength
crunching,
I so needed.
schmacking, if you will.
Yes.
Hey, good for you. You did that all by yourself.
And it is that same love that will allow me to continue serving you until my dying
Dying days now, huh? Looks like that's going to be coming sooner rather than later, buddy. Well, go ahead. Now that everybody's here and watching.
Friends, we have no need to be afraid. Prince Faris will protect
Yeah, go
us.
ahead and show them since everybody's here now to see.
Yes, yes, we have nothing to fear with the prince on our side.
Yeah, we got the prince to protect us. Yeah, go ahead and save us, Prince Faris. Chug, chug.
Well, my boy, your people await. Let them see firsthand the fearless desert knight you have become.
Yeah, show them. What you mean? Go ahead, start doing it, man.
Father, I cannot.
What do you mean you can, bruh?
Repeat after me now. A knight's word? A knight's word is his bond. His kingdom, his master. Well, don't stop.
Yeah, keep it going, man.
He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
Exactly, man.
That's more like it. Now, my little Princey Pooh, do you want to be remembered as a miserable coward or a hero who died fighting to the end?
I wish to be remembered as a knight of Gallopolis!
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Finally growing a pair. Damn. Fortunately, Sylvando is pretty good with the sword.
Darling, you were wonderful. Amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, huh?
Wait, did you?
I won't always be here to remind you what it means to be a knight, though. Better not go
See, this is
forgetting
exactly
again,
why I
huh?
love Sylvando. He is just such a good character overall. Selfless, flamboyant. He's the
Wait,
whole package.
Friend, where did you become so well versed in the ways of chivalry? Are you a knight?
Who, me? Don't be ridiculous, darling. I'm just a silly old
And
jester.
modest. Look at him. He's the whole package, ladies. Ladies, nuts on you. No. But for real, though, Sylvando is such a great character. Look at him.
Yes, Father. It was he who rode my horse in the Southern National, and he who captured the Slayer of the Sands. Forgive me.
Faris, look at me. The burden that was placed upon you, it was more than any boy could be expected to bear. It is I who must apologize, not you. But rest assured that I have learned my lesson.
See, that's all it took, man. You just had to be sincere, bro.
Again. And it seems you have learned something too, despite your protestations. The bravery you showed was worthy of a true knight.
Exactly, man. Oh, shoot,
Sir
I
Henry
forgot.
will be happy to take one such as yourself under his wing, I am sure. Your dream will come true at last. I am so pleased for you.
Perhaps I should remove the auto sleep feature because there's going to be some very long cutscenes. But yeah, would you look at that? He even learned a thing or two.
Wasn't that the name of the guy who was chasing us?
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right.
Ah, but I am forgetting our guests. Father, these travelers came to Gallopolis in search of the Rainbough. It is a royal treasure, of course. But surely you agree that they have done more than enough to deserve it.
Certainly, certainly. But my boy, I sold the Rainbough to a traveling merchant.
That's the one thing you say your dad would never do, bruh.
What would compel you to sell one of our most precious treasures?
Are you blind, boy? Did you not notice the grandeur with which we celebrated this year's Sand National? We made a sacrifice for your sake.
Damn.
Father, I...
I did all this for you. Damn.
Forgive me. All I can tell you is that the merchant to whom I sold the Rainbow headed west towards Gondolia. This letter will grant you passage through the checkpoint.
All I see is your hand, bro.
there.
Unless you're giving me
Perhaps
your ring,
someone
I
can
don't
tell
want
you
it,
what
bro.
became of the branch.
Oh, okay, you gave us a letter, okay. That you were giving us just a whole lot of nothing. You was about to like roll up your middle finger and be like, ah, this is for you.
Pardons. I did not know that the Rainbow was no longer in the kingdom. Truly, I did not. It is scant consolation, I am sure. But please, take this. Its value cannot possibly compare, but it has been prized by generations.
So this is actually a pretty interesting reward, and I am kind of glad that we have this now.
It allows one to provoke distant foes into combat, and is an excellent way to gain battle experience. Or so I am told.
Yeah, because your ugly probably has never used that thing a day in your life. You got a crack shot crossbow. Exactly how he said, if there's an enemy far away, it will basically smack them and get their attention.
Service. Should you ever need our assistance, you need only say the word.
Of course, Prince Ferris.
And as for me, I will be sorry to see you leave. But I'm sure there will be other
Man, shut your...
kindly travelers along soon enough. Yeah?
This ugly ain't learned a damn thing, bro. Okay, the last thing that I did want to get is, I believe, behind here. There you are, yeah! Give me that money, bruh. That's the least you can do. Okay, I believe there's maybe one more treasure chest. It's just I have absolutely no idea how to get it. Okay, so I believe that there's one down in this area, I think. Keyword here is I think. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Let me use the nose for treasure. 2 pieces of treasure in the area, and I have absolutely no idea where they are. So I really can't tell you all where it is. I thought I knew where it was, but it looks like I'm wrong. Ah, oh well. I never could ever find those whenever I was here in Gallopolis for the very first time, or just throughout my playthroughs in general. I have never found those last 2 pieces of treasure. Let me know if you all can, though, because I genuinely don't know where they are. And as for you, Soldier Boy, tell him. Thank you. The Furry Finery. We're going to make fur hoods and fur ponchos. Those we don't get access to until much later into the game. I think, at least. And with that, I'm going to be going all the way over here to the other quest. I can't open this door right, yeah, of course. This one's, of course, one that we can't open yet. The red door, I know we'll get to that when we get to that. I promise I'm not just like skimming over. There will be a time and a place where I can, you know, yeah. I can access all of them, but that will be at another date. There you go, buddy. By the Pope. Golden globule. Ah, there you go. Your cactus cutlets. There you go, buddy. Of course. We got the trickster. This is an item that I believe you can also rework with your perfectionist pearls. It's kind of costly though. I think it's like 7, 5, 7, somewhere around there. But let's go ahead and look at that item, shall we? I might give it to, I mean, either Eric or Serena. Let's go ahead and check with Eric. Okay. Raises defense, raises charm, and raises evasion chance. Huh. That honestly might be better for Veronica. Let's see. Defense would be lowered, but evasion would be raised. It wouldn't be that helpful. What about visit? Nah, it wouldn't be that helpful either, it seems. Maybe Serena? This would be good for her, especially considering she is the healer. Yeah, that would be nice. May as well have a possible chance of raising evasion. May as well. Clairvoyance card imbued with the power to evade enemy attacks. Yep. Okay. So before we leave, I did want to use the fun size forge if I can even access it. There we go. We leveled up. Whenever it's yellow, you could see that you leveled up. Bim, 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 bim. Our focus was increased by 1. The fur hood and the fur poncho. The unfortunate thing is, it only increases defense, but it does give you the big perk of being not as damageable to ice attacks. But we're not going to get into ice attacks until like a little bit later. Like maybe not after like 3 to 4 towns. Maybe. Fire damage reduced, ice damage. That would be much better. Okay. I'm probably going to make this one because this one just gives more benefits. How do I not have any magic beast hide? That is very expensive. I mean, I kind of have 4,000 to work with, but nah, I think I'm good. Okay. You can buy the posy pole, I guess, here. The fairy staff. Very silly way of spreading fairy. A poison moth knife, though. I believe we can learn to make those. However, you know, I would very much like that right now. Increases chance to paralyze. Yeah, I'd honestly say this is a much better knife for Eric. You can also level it up, make it better. Battle whip. Oh, it tells you where you can buy them. Oh, neat. Plus 17 in attack. Let me see what Veronica's other whip does. Plus 11 in attack. So, I'm going to buy the poison moth knife. I will. That's one thing I will do and give it to Eric. Okay. And now, what else do I need to do? Let me go into armory just in case. Let's see if there's anything else. There's no books, right? Doesn't seem like it. Silver platter, bronze sword, nothing that we haven't already seen. Oh, wait. Now that I see this, I'm actually going to buy this. I don't care if it's expensive. I'm going to buy this. I probably should have bought this from the get-go. But here we are. I'll buy it. The dancer's costume. This can only be equipped at the moment for Serena. We're going to go ahead and buy this. It increases her defense by a lot. We're going to equip this. And if you all have been noticing, there's some... Oh my gosh, I couldn't speak there for a moment. There are some costumes that have a little red, like, star on them. That is not just for display. So every time that you equip something that has a red star, it's usually a part of a bigger costume. If not, it makes itself a big costume. So for example, if we go ahead and look at Serena right now, she has changed costumes. Yeah, it's an outfit change. You can specifically choose to have it on or not have it on, but unfortunately, if you have it equipped to your character, it will forcefully have it on. If it like completes the whole set. So the bunny ears do not complete the whole set. Neither do the fishnet stockings. However, the dancer's costume, just having it equipped for whatever reason, since it covers the majority for the body, will count as completing a whole outfit. So if you want to change Serena's look, I guess there you go. It is rather skimpy, unfortunately, but yeah. It's much better equipment. Oh, everyone's fit as a fiddle. You right. I guess we're leaving.
At last! I was beginning to think you had snuck out through the stage door. Huh?
Ow.
Hey!
Hi there, my boy!
You again? What do you want this time?
Eric, please. You can't talk like that to my friend.
Hey, yeah! Ta-da! Oh, don't be coy, darling. I want to come with you, of course. You should never have told me about your heroic quest if you didn't want me to tag
Exactly,
along.
man. I mean, that's Serena to
What are you
blame.
talking about? You can't just decide to come with us. This isn't a game.
Eric, come on. He's the whole package.
Believe me, honey, I know it isn't. I've seen my fair share of fun and games on my travels. What kind of jester would I be if I hadn't? But I've seen tragedy too. People attacked by monsters.
Yeah,
all
bro's been on the
kinds
road
of
a
awful
little
things.
while longer. Well, I wouldn't say longer,
You
but
know, my
he's been
dream
just
has
about as
always
long
been to build a wonderful
exploring
theater.
as you, Eric.
Somewhere I can put on performances that will make millions smile. But how can I do that if this dark one of yours is going to be out there making people's lives awful?
Exactly.
What I'm trying to say, darlings, is that we all want the same thing. So you see, I have to come with you. Oh, don't all squeal at once.
Yeah, we
now.
got Silvano. Yeah!
But yeah, Silvano has finally joined our party.
Mwah.
Oh, I love him so much. So, with a new party member joining, I guess there's a lot that I have to talk about with armory and
This
weaponry.
guy really doesn't take no for an answer, huh?
Guess I'm part of the gang now. Yay!
Yay!
So, tell me, what's our next move?
Well, to get to Yggdrasil, we're going to need the Rainbough. And it seems that a traveling merchant has taken it to Gondolia.
Yep.
Gondolia. But honey, that's a port town. He's probably hopped on a boat and set sail by
Yeah,
now.
that's the big unfortunate part.
That's true. Well, then we'll have to buy tickets for the ferry. And
You don't seem that...
The ferry?
Yeah.
Please, darling. We don't have time to be riding the ferry with the little
That's what I'm
people.
saying, man. He knows.
What's your bright idea then?
I was thinking a ship of our own might be more chic, no?
True, but where would we have the money for
And
that?
luckily for you, I happen to have picked up a lovely little number.
This
here
is
that
why
sails.
Silvano is the best. He's got us covered.
You've got your own boat? That's amazing. You're going up in my estimation by the minute.
That's what I'm... You gotta believe me.
really be
I
willing to
know
let us use
somebody
your
when
ship,
they're
Mr. Sylvander?
when they're a good person.
But of
You
course,
gotta trust me
sweetie.
with it, man.
That's what friends are for. And guess where the old girl is docked, hmm? No? Why, Gondolia, of
Well,
course.
honestly, this seemed a little too fishy. Like, this seemed a little too good to be true,
So
unfortunately.
what are we waiting for? The ocean beckons, shipmate. Westward ho!
Okay. Yeah, now that we have 5 party members, there's one big downside. You can only have 4 party members on the team at once. So if you want to swap over to Sylvando, Ilnolia's on the way to yeah. Horse hailer, that's true. You can now hail a horse from wherever you are in the world, regardless of if there's a bell or not. So, press plus, horse hailer, there it is. But as I was saying, you go to miscellaneous, lineup, that's how you change it. So Vondo is 1 level above almost everybody except for Veronica. But yeah, while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go into the character builder and talk about Sylvando. So Sylvando has the perk of being able to use one of, I believe, 3 weapons. Swords, knives, and whips. Liveliness and showmanship, we'll get into that soon. But, I guess here's where I tell you, when I kept on saying that, you know, Sylvando is like a wild card, Sylvando is like the whole package, he's like everything, I literally meant it. Like, he can use swords, he can use knives, he can use whips. Swords gives you basically what the hero can do, but just slightly less. Knives basically the same whole shtick as Eric. I haven't really played around with it that much, but basically it's just another Eric 2.0. But just, I want to say maybe slightly less, you know, formidable as Eric, because Eric is like, that's his whole thing. That's his whole bread and butter is knives. So you can use another knives or a knife wielder, or you can use whips for group attacks. Basically what I'm getting at is Sylvando is essentially the party member that you can just basically make whatever you want. If you want him to use swords, you can use swords. If you want him to use knives to do status afflictions, you can do that. If you want to use whips to attack a group of enemies, you can go ahead and do that. And if that wasn't enough, in showmanship, if you continue going and going and going with it, I believe here, Hustle Dance is a healing move. So he's a healer, he's an attacker, he is just everything. Oh my god, he's just basically the character that you can just put on any team and he will work perfectly. I will not be going for swords, nor will I be going for knives. I will be going for whips, because we already have a knife wielder, we already have a sword wielder, and we don't have a person that can attack groups of enemies unless we're talking about Veronica and she's kind of weak defensively. And ourselves as the protagonist, we can do group attacks. However, we don't have a lot of MP, if you haven't realized. And Serena can do group attacks with Whoosh. However, Whoosh isn't super effective against all enemies. It's regular basic. And we need Serena to be alive the entire time. And if she dies, that's really unfortunate. So it's sometimes better to not have her on the field. So what I'm getting at is I'm going to be going for whips. However, that is not necessarily the correct choice for everybody. If you want to use swords, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. You want to go for knives? Absolutely, you can go for it. He learns Sleeper Hit, Persecutor as well. And Victimizer, Cobra Strike. Basically the same thing. But yeah, I guess one downside to Sylvando is he's kind of similar to Serena in the sense that he can only carry light shields, just the regular shield. He cannot carry great shields, unfortunately. That is the big downside. So you're going to be using things like the platters in general, or like the scale shield, you know, stuff like that. That's for Sylvando if you go for swords. But I'm going to be going for whips. And yes, I highly recommend go for liveliness. It increases his charm. That charm is going to be very, very beneficial for Sylvando. Tap dance, evasive attacks. But yes, we're going to be going for liveliness, going directly towards showmanship for hustle dance, and whips for a lot of powerful things. like I believe Trammel Lash, Slashing of Love. Those are all very good. But yeah, one more thing, I guess. With Charm, things that is a specific thing to Sylvando, which is he has attacks that can specifically do bigger damage the more charm he has. So things like Kiss Me Deadly are projectile attacks that he essentially sends a heart towards a bunch of enemies, but the more charm he has, the stronger it gets. So that is the only reason why you would have to go for set attacks. But enough talking, we're going to go for Hypno Whip. And with that, we're going to go over to just another attack boost. And where should we go from there? Lashing of Love or Star Strike? I'm going to say Star Strike just because Lashing of Love just specifically does damage to humanoid enemies. And it's better to attack all types of enemies rather than just a specific kind. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Star Strike. And that gives us a route to Trammel Lash. Okay, there we go. This one might... Okay, never mind. It's a sword attack. I was going to say that might be another whip attack, but it's not. Okay. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and progress. Finally. Oh, that's right. Right. Sylvando. Thorn Whip. That is a plus 11. I probably should have bought the regular whip. But it's fine. Yeah, we can have the Thorn Whip. Alright, Thorn Whip is a... whips in general are a two-handed weapon. So you cannot hold shields when you have a whip. That is a downside. Also, Sylvando has access to some fire attacks as well. So sometimes when you want to do... when you want to attack specifically with a fire-based pet power from like the hero, you don't necessarily have to, I guess, rely on, I think, Veronica. I think you can also rely on Sylvando when it comes to that. I'm not sure if you can do fire attacks with Veronica with like pet power, but like I'm assuming maybe. All right, you. This is going to be a whole trip and a half. Only do this one if you really, really, really want it. It's not that beneficial. I'm going to let you all know right now. Basically, this guy wants you to go deliver a letter to, I think, either his sister or his, like, love interest in Gondolia. And then she tells you to send a letter back saying, oh, hey, I'm sorry. Please don't worry about me. I'm perfectly fine. Please, like, I'm doing good. You do you. I'm perfectly fine. And then afterwards... we come back here and then he gives us something and it's like a whole other thing. Just, it's not even that beneficial. I'm going to say that right now. Laguna di Gondolia. Yep, of course. Thank you for letting us through. I probably should have set up camp. Let's go ahead and swap out maybe Eric for now. Eric has done his fair share of fighting. Okay, new area finally available to us. There's the Flython, the crabs. There really isn't much else to add. I believe there is a campsite over here. Up ahead in this following area, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. It doesn't take that long, maybe like 5-10 minutes to complete. But yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and set up camp. Let's go ahead and see what this merchant has for us before we go ahead and leave. Rapier has poison moth knife. I already have that. Cruiserang battle whip. That would be a much better whip than the one we have. I think as far as everything else goes, we're fine. All right, feather cap. We should probably give one to Sylvando. Let me see if I have something else. You have a feathered cap already. We can give you the +2 one that nobody's using right now. There we go. Wayfarer's clothes. That would be neat, but we definitely need to get you some better stuff. We need to get you also some stuff on your arms. That's the thing with getting new characters. Despite them being a lot higher level, sometimes they don't really have good equipment, unfortunately. Can I make something like accessory-wise for him? Maybe I could make him a gold ring and increase his defense and charm. That would be kind of good for him, I guess. We could make one of those. And we have the gold for it, so we may as well. I could make some of these for Veronica, but like realistically, doesn't really help much. Deftness is something I need to look up because I don't remember what that is. Okay, let's go ahead and... Yo, I lost my train of thought. I don't know what happened there. Just somebody else took over. Okay. There really isn't a reason to go for the double-edged bash or the lightning bash. Let's just go ahead and bash away at this. Okay, there we go. Let's try the lightning bash over here. Okay, brilliantly. Okay, that's perfectly fine. +3 is more than plenty. That actually worked out much better than I was expecting. I don't have a recipe for whip, do I? I don't. Nah, it's okay. Okay, let's see. Armor. That would be beneficial. That would be really good for him. Maybe. You could get a Templar uniform. But realistically, you'd just be better off with the scale armor. Yeah, let's go ahead and make you some scale armor. May as well. Wait. We should have one, shouldn't we? Oh, that's who has it. I was like, who the heck has the scale armor? Okay, there we go. See if we can make this perfectly like we did the last time. It may or may not work. Let's see. Awesome. Okay. I might just do a bash here. And then maybe a lightning bash up top. There we go. If that isn't a +3, I don't know what will. But yeah, the easier the I guess the easier the equipment to make, the and like the more that you level up, the higher chance of there for being a critical hit and to perfect it there is, I believe. Either that or just if you've perfected it once, it's a higher chance of, you know, being able to perfect it again. I don't know. It's maybe something along those lines. I'm not quite sure. What does the Wayfarer's clothes do for you? Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're definitely doing much better with this. Okay, and with... I did not want to talk to you, Eric. And with that, we're going to go ahead and sleep. This might be a good stopping point for this episode. Yeah, because the next episode is going to be like a lot of exploring stuff there. Okay. So, next time on Dragon Quest XI, I guess we'll be showcasing Sylvando and his prowess in general. and getting over to Gondolia. It's not that far. But yeah, I guess until next time, see you all then.